We are live from Studio A inside Gaylord College at the University of Oklahoma, ready to talk all things Sooner sports for the last time this semester.
And we have a much different exclusive interview to give y'all tonight.
Plus, OU football looked to secure their spot in the college football playoffs.
I'm your host, Aiden Tyler. I'm joined by Cam Williams and Hallie McPherson. This is Sooner Sports Pad.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad, presented by OU Health, proud to be Oklahoma's flagship academic health system.
The Sooner football team proved to be hard to kill yet again. We'll have reports from senior night at Owen Field as the Sooners look to make the playoffs for the first time since 2019. But we're talking about more than just football. We have a very different look for our sit-down interview tonight. We'll also react to the new college football playoff rankings, as well as other sports performing. And Red November came to its close. Sooners look to go undefeated in the month and secure a playoff spot. Now, the Sooners had not defeated LSU since 1950. Mike's excited about it, and he had a lot to be excited about early. John Mateer throws this pass. It's tipped and intercepted by Harold Perkins for LSU. Huge return, gets knocked out of bounds at the goal line. Very next play, Michael Van Buren's going to roll out. He's going to look. He's going to throw it straight to Payton. Bowen, he baited the quarterback. It intercepts him. Huge celebration there. Nothing much would happen the rest of the first half, though. It was 3-3 at halftime. So we're going to jump you late to the third quarter. Sooners trailing 10-3. John Mateer throws the screen to Deion Burks. He's fast. Bye. Sooners tie it at 10 on a 45-yard touchdown from Deion Burks. Now, many men is starting to play here in the fourth quarter. Teams getting hype. And many men left Isaiah Satania wide open. John Mateer hits him in stride. Sooners retake the lead 17-13 late in the fourth. And on 4th and 2, game on the line, playoffs on the line, Payton Bowen knocks it down, sends the Sooners to the playoffs with a 17-13 win. Safe to say this team's excited about making the playoffs.
Yo, bro, this season, bro, was unmatched, bro. Love you, man. Real talk. Love you, bro. We in the playoffs, bro. That's how it's done.
Yeah, the Sooner offense took a while to get going, but they ended up finishing with 393 total yards of offense. And Sooner Sports Pad reporter Payton Davis was at the game and has more on the Sooners' performance on O.
There's not a lot to brag about on the stat sheet, but OU offense got it done with 396 yards of offense despite 3 interceptions from John Mateer. Offense may not be the team's strength, but the team knows that they'll always find a way.
In some ways, there's plenty of it that wasn't good enough and could have lost the game because of the mistakes that we made in this game. But when you're good enough, you can, again, I don't think it's an act of God. I think when you're good enough, you can find a way to overcome it, and we did.
They never lost faith. They kept believing. And, I mean, you'll see it on there. I mean, there's a lot of times where it's like the play's there, the play's almost there, the play's almost there. And for whatever reason, there's a bunch of different reasons, whether it be a holding or a false start or a turnover. They were just happening, but the guys never lost faith. They never quit believing and ultimately found a way to win.
And nobody thought we were going to win 7 games, and here we are. We just won 10. And did a lot of things it's not a lot of teams have ever done. And it was a lot of fun, and I appreciate all these guys. But this is what I came here for.
Man, sometimes we just continue winning, and it's like, man, we still haven't played our best football yet. And we're hoping that the playoffs come, so this is the perfect time to play our best football. But it definitely give you energy seeing how the defense is straining and how we just finishing the offense at the right time.
The Sooners have won their last regular season home game for the past 11 years, and the team will wait to see if their performance tonight against LSU is enough to put them into the playoffs. Reporting from Owen Field, Payton Davis, Sooner Sports Pad.
Like Payton said, the Sooners will wait to see if their offensive performance was enough, but in the win against LSU, John Mateer showed his resilience, going 3 for 3 for 84 yards and a touchdown on the final drive. Now, the offense still needs some help in the run game going into a potential playoff home game at the Palace, though.
Cam, on the defensive side, OU's defense did just enough to repel the Tigers and buy the offense just enough time to score. Sooner Sports Pad reporter Chris Holman was there and has all the details on this clutch OU defense.
4th and short. Under 2 minutes left to play, game on the line, and Oklahoma's defense comes up with the clutch stop, helping take down LSU 17-13. Now, those clutch stops on 4th down are things that Brent Venables is trying to get his squad to work on since Ole Miss.
We didn't do the little things right when we played Ole Miss in the same situation. We were a little off and they executed in the same situation to basically seal and win the game. And here we are again 5 weeks later, and we were just better. We pulled up those plays all week. This is what they're watching. Fourth down, you gonna go win the game?
Any week, if we're not prepared, we can lose. We gotta come prepared every week. And, just having a coach that has overcome adversity multiple times. Just believing in a coach that has overcome adversity. It just shows within us. And we love coach. We play for him. And, it shows.
We had said we're hard to kill, all this stuff, but we really took it to heart. And our practices changed, our film changed, all this stuff led to us being hard to kill. So we've made timely plays. We've been really good on defense, really good on offense, and complementing each other when we need to complement each other. So it's been awesome 4 games. We ran through the gauntlet, came out on the other side with 4 wins.
The Sooners had 0 sacks against LSU, which is the first win in conference play where they haven't had a single sack. Reporting from Owen Field, Chris Holman, Sooner Sports Pad.
OU's defense did about everything they could to survive and advance to the playoffs. Payton Bowen's interception in the end zone, holding LSU to just a field goal and 66 yards in the first half, and Grayson Halton's quarterback hurry resulting in Payton Bowen's deflection to win the game. This team can rely on OU's defense to win these close games.
But coming up, we'll react to the college football playoff rankings that just got revealed, and we'll talk about who OU could play, as well as a deep dive into a standout Sooner defender and the coach that made a playoff trip possible. Keep it here. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. The Sooners narrowly caged the Tigers, largely thanks to an early interception and a pass breakup that Sooner fans will remember for years to come. Oliver Schaefer has the story.
In the month of November, Sooner defensive back Payton Bowen has posted video game numbers, filling the stat sheet with 19 tackles, 2 interceptions, 4 pass deflections, and a blocked field goal in November. That's why he's our Sooner spotlight.
Yeah. You're my Sooner.
Payton Bowen was spectacular, to answer that with that interception right after the interception. What a play. I don't know how good the throw was or whatever, but, man, we made the play. Sometimes you got to get lucky. And had the PBU there, 6 tackles, just all over the place. Man, these guys are a lot of fun to be around. I'm super, again, proud of them.
No, 100%. It feels like they're all over the field. And, whether it's the run game or the pass game, those 2 guys, they come with hard-nosed football. They're also crazy smart. So, having them back there and just protecting the defense is a great feeling. And, they've made the most of it. I would say Payton would probably say that last year didn't go how he wanted. And the work that he's put in over the past 8 months has just been incredible.
So I was kind of like trying to play in that void a little bit and like not giving them free access run and elevate the throw a little bit, and he threw it a little low. Yeah, I definitely use alert to him.
Bowen and the boys have made a name for the Sooners on the defensive side of the ball, and with all signs pointing to Oklahoma going to the playoffs, the Sooners need Bowen now more than ever.
Thanks, Oliver. Brent Venables was seen by many as the obvious hire when Lincoln Riley left OU in November of 2021. Venables had a rocky first year, going 6-7. He bounced back with a 10-2 year in OU's last season in the Big 12, but missed the conference title game. Year 1 of the SEC was brutal, going 6-7 again. But now he has the Sooners at 10-2 and in the playoffs, just 4 seasons removed from Lincoln Riley's departure. Venables said that with a playoff trip on the line, he had full confidence in his team.
He kind of scrambled for a couple yards there, and we got him down. I'm like, oh, we got him. I'm saying this super humbly, but we worked really hard on that scenario, that situation to win the game. We were walking through last night. It was getting a little chatter going on, just a little bit loose, and I'm standing back watching everybody, and I blow the whistle. My whistle on me at the hotel, and challenge you guys. You guys want to win the game? There ain't another time. This is the one time to get the details down one last time to go win the freaking game on this side of the ball.
And the college football playoff rankings were just revealed, so we'll go take a look at those and see where the Sooners fall. They stay at number 8. Ohio State still at number 1, pacing number 2 Indiana for the Big Ten. The interesting thing to note here is that Alabama has moved up to number 9. It was Notre Dame at 9 for a while, but now the Sooners would host the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and kind of surprised to see Notre Dame slip. And as it stands right now, it's a rematch versus Alabama. Sooners, they'll be more than ready.
Aiden and Cam, a lot has changed, but a lot more will change after the SEC championship. So Sooner fans, don't plan too much on who OU is going to play.
Too late, not plans yet.
Well, the SEC title game determines a lot, and if it is Alabama, we've already seen this story once. Why would the ending change? The Sooners rolled the Tide in Tuscaloosa and turned the tide on their season. Sooners by 5 if this rematch happens on Owen Field.
Aiden, it is going to be a very close game. If it is Alabama against OU, it is a very hard to beat a team twice. Roll Tide is going to end the Sooners playoff ride early.
Guys, it's going to be a tough one if the Sooners do in fact rematch with the Tide, but this Oklahoma team is hard to kill, and they've shown it all year long. OU wins in the sequel 20-17. And while this Sooner team is projected to face the Tide right now, they have to be on the lookout for the explosive plays when it comes to Alabama. They have heavy hitters on the outside with Ryan Williams and Derby Bernard. They pose problems, but the Sooner defense led the nation in sacks and tackles for loss during the regular season. And senior defensive tackle Grayson Halton says the Sooners are used to overcoming whatever is in front of them.
Big dog.
Overcoming adversity, it hit us, Texas, Ole Miss. And we knew, we got to overcome. We can't just, mope around and just say our season's over. We got to keep on going, keep head straight, keep the horse blinders on. But, yeah, just keeping the main thing the whole month. It's a blessing, just hopefully having another game here to play in front of the fans. That's great. It's a great opportunity. But whoever we play, we just got to go 1-0, really.
Cam, it is no secret that OU's offense has had their ups and downs this season. With a new offensive coordinator, a repaired thumb, a running back room struggling, a young offensive line, and a wide receiver room doing just enough, the offense managed to get the job done this season. John Mateer's first year at OU was bumpy at times, throwing 10 interceptions throughout the season, 3 against LSU, but these are the struggles that the quarterback has been preparing for.
Everything that I work for from January and my whole life is these 15 minutes right here. And, everything I want's in front of me. And it hasn't been good, but, we're still here. We're still fighting. And thanks to this defense, we're still alive. So I was very grateful for the grace that our defense gives me and this offense. And so I just knew I had to keep fighting.
And the current playoff rankings have the Sooners playing host to the Alabama Crimson Tide. A lot to play for in that SEC championship game. I'm going to ask Ethan here, what would you think about the Sooners facing the Tide in Norman? Do you think they could beat them again?
I wouldn't like it because, we've already beat them. We don't need to play them again, But, if we got to, give it to you, spank you a couple more times, we'll do it,
Well, what a response there from Ethan. When we come back, Cam and Hallie will sit down with 2 members of the Sooner Sports Pad team. You won't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. We have a special interview this week with 2 graduating members of Sooner Sports Pad who have been around the program for all 4 years.
Aiden Tyler is the Sooner Sports Pad host from Whitesboro, Texas, and Andrew West is the Sooner Sports Pad producer all the way from Elgin, Oklahoma. Both have been members for Sports Pad for all 4 years, and they will be entering into the JOB draft this month. Cam, these guys knows ball.
Let's start from the beginning. What brought you guys to OU, and how did you guys get involved with Sooner Sports Pad?
Well, it's simple. There's only one Oklahoma, and there's only one place you go to school. Anywhere else, you might as well file for unemployment. Okay, it's simple. Crimson and cream, that's all you need.
My dad went here back in '02 when he graduated. It was always what I wanted to go, and I didn't know what I wanted to do until my senior year of high school. I got to tour the place and fell in love here, and I couldn't have made a better decision.
Andrew, you have been here for all 4 years. What has been the most rewarding thing that you've gotten from Sooner Sports Pad?
Oh, it's simple. Hanging out with my buds. We got Cam Williams right here, Hallie, Aiden. We got Hunter Cornejo, Kevin Daniel, my academic advisor, Josh Cahoe, big Limp Biscuit guy. These are all my buds. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
What about you?
Oh man, I don't even know how to top that. I'd say the exact same thing, honestly. I just love the people here. They've made everything worth this experience.
Piggybacking on that, Aiden, what's been your most rewarding experience here at Sooner Sports Pad?
Man, that one's tough. I would say getting to go to Auburn and covering the Auburn game last season with last year's Golden Hat winner Britton Ross. Getting to cover the KIP 6 was just extraordinary. Didn't think OU could ever pull off a win like that, and it was just incredible. Easily one of the best games I've ever been a part of.
For both of y'all, what has it been like covering OU sports, and is there a favorite sport that y'all like to cover?
Well, it's obvious. You come here to watch football, and it has always been great. 1-3 against Texas, but it's simple. I've realized They're trading in this golden hat for a Golden College Football Playoff trophy this year. They ain't losing to nobody. I can't wait.
I would have to agree. It's got to be football. That's what this school is built upon. It's built upon a great tradition, and the games are always great. The Palace is always packed, and there's nothing quite like a Red River. Even if OU is 1-3 in Brent Venables games against them, it's always a great atmosphere down there.
Now, Andrew, you appeared on the Paul Feinbaum show with me this semester. Just talk to me a little bit about how that experience was.
I mean, there's no one I would rather share the desk with than Paul Feinbaum. He's really great. I mean, that's what this college does. The Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communication. Yeah. We don't wear orange. No. We don't. Well, no other color matters. Orange is the worst. But I mean, it's experiences like that set you up for the future. And we're going to make a whole lot of money, Cammie.
Now, with the job search coming up, what are y'all expecting? What are the goals? Where do you think y'all will be at?
First overall pick in the draft. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Well, it's simple. Just if you want to know how great this college is, the other day I applied for a job over at Hot Topic. They said I'm overqualified because of the degree I earned in this studio.
Boom. That's
and it's quite simple.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck on the rest of your endeavors. Thank you.
Now, thank you, Cam and Hallie. Andrew and I are supposed to graduate December 20th, but we have to wait for the university to make an announcement on any change after the final CFP rankings are released. Don't know what's going to happen there. But coming up after the break, we do know what's happening because we're going to talk some former Sooners who are going pro, with some staying close to Norman. We'll also have an update on how the Sooners are hooping. All of that coming up next. Welcome back to this semester's last Sooner Sports Pad. Few former national champion Sooners found new homes, and both basketball teams are fresh off some tough neutral site action. And I'll start us off with the OU men's basketball team, who took on Marquette in Chicago, a place Coach Porter Moser knows pretty well. He coached at Loyola Chicago for 10 years. Now, enough about Moser, more about Nigel Pack. He was letting it fly, finishing with 24 points. And late in the game, the Sooners were tied up. Darion Reed would drill a three to give OU the 75-72 lead, and the Sooners would make a stop, hang on to win it 75-74, and they are currently playing Wake Forest in the ACC-SEC Challenge.
Yeah, Aiden, women's hoops competed for the Geico Hoops Tournament Championship Sunday against Florida State, and they came out victorious. Aaliyah Chavez led the way for the Sooners, scoring 29 points in the 109-91 victory over the Seminoles. In her performance, granted Chavez her second SEC Freshman of the Week honor this season. The Crimson and Cream also had 6 ladies in double figures. And up next, the Sooners are home for the entire month of December with a matchup versus number 25 NC State tomorrow.
OU softball took over college softball, and now they are taking over the AUSL draft. 9 Sooners were selected between the allocation and expansion draft last night. 4 of them were selected in the first 5 picks of the allocation draft. 13 picks were made by the Cascades and Sparks, who are new additions to the AUSL. Former Sooners Kinsey Hansen and Haley Lee were drafted by the Sparks and will stay here in Oklahoma.
Well, for one last time, Cam and Hallie will go head-to-head, the winner receiving the Golden Hat, etching their name in Sooner Sports Pad history books. You don't want to miss this last face-off. It is time for Cam and Hallie to go head-to-head one last time to determine who wins the Golden Hat. Can't wait to get this one started. The offense was not great, something they must improve on before playoffs, but after 2 big touchdowns, Hallie, I got to know, who is your offensive MVP?
Aiden, anyone who is watching the game knows the answer to this. OU is 1 score away from throwing all playoff hopes down the drain, but speed killed once again with Isaiah Satania's 58-yard touchdown with 4 minutes left. Satania has stayed consistent all season, leading OU's receiving room in 5 of their last 6 games.
Hallie, now I will say Satania has been a constant in great performances all season, and the O-line has struggled in that category, but not Saturday. The Sooners O-line gave up 0 sacks in the win versus LSU and held up in the 4th quarter when the Sooners needed the most.
Now, the defense played their first SEC game without getting a sack, but they were still elite. Cam, who is your defensive MVP after yet another fantastic performance?
Yeah, and the only right answer is Payton Bowen. The Sooners' defensive MVP for the back half of the season had a Madden-like user lurk interception in the red zone on LSU's Van Buren in the 1st quarter, and then made the play that sent the Sooners to the college football playoff on 4th down to seal it. Payton Bowen is the only right answer.
Cam, that's a decent option, but Kendall Daniels was a key player in the defense on Saturday, almost leading OU with 7 total tackles against the Tigers was game-changing. He has been a significant addition to OU and even helped them to the playoffs. Kendall Daniels is easily the defensive MVP.
Nothing too surprising so far. It's pacing to be another close face-off finish, exactly what you want. But Hallie, I want to know what was surprising about that game against the LSU Tigers?
Aiden, after John Mateer's first interception of the game, I think Sooner fans got a little worried on how the game was about to go, but Payton Bowen surprised everyone. His interception in the end zone early in the game was clutch for the Sooners. Cam, I know you were even surprised after that play.
Yeah, Hallie, how the Tigers left the guy who's second in the SEC in receiving yards is baffling. John Mateer found Isaiah Satanga for this 58-yard go-ahead score in the fourth, and as you can see, LSU safety had bad eyes on the play and let OU's best weapon run free to win the game. Not ideal for the Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, not something you want to do, leaving him wide open. Now, guys, it is time for the last ever face-off picks here. With playoffs on the horizon for the Sooners, what are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Yeah, Aiden, going into the playoffs, and if the Sooners want a real chance at running the table, shoring up this running back situation needs to be a point of emphasis going into this waiting period ahead of the playoff. Torrey Blaylock led the Sooners in the regular season in rushing, but anyone is capable of stepping up.
Cam, the running back room has barely done anything all season. What everyone should really be looking out for is if OU will be hosting the first round of playoffs. Sooner fans will have to wait a week to see if OU's win against LSU paid off, or did the sloppy performance cost them the chance of a home advantage playoff game?
It's a close one, and it is time for our audience to decide who wins the golden hat. If you think it was Cam Williams, let me hear you.
Yes! Yes! Go, boys!
Cam, that is some good noise. If you think it was Hallie McPherson, let me hear you.
Yes! Go, girl!
It is extremely close, and the decision is going to be made. Andrew West, our Sooner Sports Pad producer, is here to give the golden hat to this year's winner. Cam Williams is your face-off winner here in this semester. Cam, that hat looks great on you, man. Can't wait for you to sign it. Thank you all for watching Sooner Sports Pad this semester. For Cam Williams and Hallie McPherson, and one last time for me, I'm Aiden Tyler. They'll see you next year. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah.